There are many type or many kind of bird, but an eagle is a very powerful bird. He can attack a prey that is bigger than him. An eagle can attack a dog. An eagle can attack a mountain goat and monkeys. Eagle is very powerful. But despite all that power, there is one small bird that can give an eagle a big trouble. That small bird is the crow. I believe you probably have heard this story about an eagle and a crow. How a crow that is so small can give an eagle a trouble. Because the crow knows how to attack an eagle and give him a trouble. The crow lay on the back of the eagle and starts biting the eagle's neck. When it happens that way, an inexperienced eagle will suffer. But the experienced eagle will just take its time and say, okay, I know your game. I know you have already chosen the position to fight me. But I will defeat you. Let me take you to another territory. Then we will see who will win the battle. So the eagle will just take off, start flying, going higher, higher, and higher in the sky. As the altitude is getting high, as the eagle is going higher, the volume of the oxygen diminishes. While the eagle is still comfortable flying, the crow cannot resist the least of oxygen. So finally, the crow will just fall off because it cannot take it. It cannot stay at that high altitude with the little volume of oxygen. So the crow will fall off. The eagle can then dive down and catch him, or just let it crash on the floor. See? The devil probably have his position. The devil chose his position and tried to attack you. Will you take him to another territory where you know you can win the battle? And where is your territory? Where do you think that you can win that battle with the devil? I want to suggest to you that if you can choose the presence of the Lord as your territory, if you can choose the presence of the Lord as your territory of the battle, I'm sure that you will win. But my question to you, what is your crow? What is bothering you at this point? What is trying to give you trouble? What is giving you trouble, but you just don't know how to fight that battle? Is that a sickness? You went from doctor to doctor, hospital to hospital. You just don't know what to do. Have you taken this battle to the presence of the Lord which is the territory where you can win the battle? What is your crow? My brother, my sister, you know yourself. You know what bothers you the most. You know your weakness. Let's say that you are just weak in the presence of the sexual immorality. So what are you doing doing at the club? If you know you cannot resist the alcohol, what are you doing at the bar? What is your crow? What kind of a sin that you cannot resist? Can you take this situation to another territory, which is the presence of the Lord, and say, God, here I am at your presence. I have this battle that I'm taking at your presence. I'm taking to your presence right now. Can you fight this battle with me? The word said, you who are burdened, come to me, and I will give you rest. So what is your crow? What is burdening you? An eagle know how to take the crow to another territory so that he can win the battle. Are you ready to make a decision to use God's presence as your new territory where you can fight the battle? Your enemy could not resist at the presence of the Lord. The devil cannot withstand their power when you take them to the presence of the Lord, because at the presence of the Lord there is a higher power that can help you to win the battle. So my friend, my sister, my brother, I want to encourage you at this moment that take your battle to the new territory, which is the presence of the Lord. There you will find a new power that can allow you to win your battle. God said, come to me. I will give you rest. I will give you victory. Jesus said, come to me and I will give you victory, because I have already won the battle for you. Jesus won the battle for you already. Just take your battle to his presence and he will give you a victory. Your new territory. Your new territory for any battle should be the presence of the Lord.